In celebration of my 2-year anniversary of working at Boris FX and having not been sent to HR yet, woo! We are launching a massive mid-year release because, to be honest, these features were way too dope to keep under wraps until 2027. And let's be honest, I'm not the most patient of creatures. I hope you're sitting down and you have a coffee because this is a monster update. The biggest one first. After years of begging and pleading to the gods of old and new and occasionally holding Endeavor 2 hostage, we now work with more of your favorite editing apps. Optics now plugs into Apple Photos, Capture One, and Affinity. Yes, the squirrels of software are pleased and the prayers have been answered. So I basically sacrificed my entire kitchen for the updates that are coming next. It was a mountain of work over several months to create all of these elements by hand, and I think it was worth it, but I'm gonna let you decide. First up is Sapphire's very fancy S-Film Burn. Basically, this is light leaks on steroids. It's real analog goodness made by mixing questionable chemicals together on questionable surfaces. The Sapphire team overlord asked for a couple of photos, and I may or may not have sent him like 852 raw files. And then we basically crammed a bunch of them into this massive and highly customizable tool. Don't worry, boo, there's a tutorial coming to help make it all make sense. Obviously, you've signed up for the Optics mailing list, where these tutorials show up once a week directly in your inbox. Yeah, just saying. Next up, and probably the one that I am the most excited about, we have updated S-Grunge and it's awesome now. We basically turned it into a hand-painted texture backdrop generator with no AI. Between myself and another artist, the textures are hand-painted and beautiful. No stress though, there is a tutorial coming to make this tool make sense for you and so that you can push this thing to its absolute maximum. There's also new borders. And yeah, I know, new borders, you're thinking like, those are so 20 years ago, but I promise these are different. These borders go beyond the normal frames, pun definitely and always intended. And now you can add Tintype and wet plate textures to your images directly in Optics. I made these for you in my studio, legit human-made elements. I've also made a super handy looks pack to go with the launch. This is a wet plate and Tintype looks pack that basically shows off the superpowers of what I had in mind when I was making these borders. They're lovely and as always 100% customizable within the app. Tweak each layer of these effects to make these looks 100% your own. Now let me tell you about particle illusion. I worked closely with the PI team so that we could make a bunch of emitters that are specifically designed for photographers. Some of them were even inspired by paintings, and I'm curious if you can guess which ones. How are these sprites made? I'm so glad you asked. By me huffing paint in a poorly ventilated space the way the crafting gods intended. Please don't come after me, Osha. And that's it. Just kidding. You probably looked at the timeline and you were like, this video is only half over. How could this possibly be it? You are correct. This is a monster update, and we are only halfway through the new features. This is basically the biggest mid-year release Optics has ever had. Everyone give a bunch of love to engineering and the QA team because we definitely kind of hammered out of them on this update. We have also released a brand new filter called the Color Mixer, which basically now means you can edit your images based on the hue, saturation, and luma channels on all of your favorite colors. And yes, we definitely included the orange channel because there's a bunch of us, including myself, who are very discerning on the differences between the red, orange, and yellow channels. We got you. There's a bunch of luscious new presets already built into the tool. You can find the Color Mixer under the Essentials tab. If you love it, don't forget to right-click to save it to My Collection for easy access later. There are also 8 gorgeous new lens flares for those of you who can't get enough of our most popular filter. They are stunning, modern, and refined. As always, hit the star to save your most loved presets to your favorites list. Additionally, the entire Sapphire library has been updated, with a whole bunch of new presets scattered throughout the UI. Last but not least, we have 2 new ML updates for you. We have updated the UpResML model so that you can continue to upscale your images directly on your computer, no internet connection or tokens required. With FaceML, we have updated it to include 2 new features. While before you could edit the eyes, brows, lips, etc. independently, we've now added the nose and neck segmentation. Make sure you watch the in-app tutorial by hovering your mouse over the tool inside of Optics to see the link to the video. Everything else is pretty much bug fixes that you can read about in the user manual. You've read the user manual, right? So that's the mid-year launch and entirely why I couldn't wait until 2027 to get these features out and into your beautiful hands. I probably fumigated a few IQ points out in the process of making some of these effects, but I think it was worth it. There are tutorials coming for all of these new features, so you can learn how to take these tools into places that we have never even imagined. Make sure you're signed up to the Optics mailing list so that you can get a free tutorial delivered directly to your inbox every single Wednesday from yours truly. That is 52 new tutorials a year. Oh, that's so many tutorials. Plus, we also give away one free look file every single month that the only place you can get is on the mailing list. Sign up is in the description below. I am very excited to see what you make with this update. Make sure you tag us at Boris FX _optics on Instagram so that we can feature you. Time to go sterilize my kitchen and defrag what's left of my brain. Magic. Ta-da. Basically a sorcerer. So dumb.